Hey guys, welcome back to another little video. Okay, so today is going to be a little bit complicated. We are going to be making an escape room. So if you don't know what that is, it's just a little room where you get locked up and you have to solve a series of codes, do some riddles, find keys and unlock boxes and stuff like that. Okay, so here's a little rough sketch of my room. We have the front door, which is the start right here. I have some paintings on the wall where you can hide things behind. Rug, again, hide things underneath that. Little beanbag chair. If you want to sacrifice your own beanbag chair, you can stuff things in it or just put something underneath. Then we got a closet, which is out of bounds. And our bed, which is a bit different. It's a bunk bed. So underneath I have a little desk as well as a lamp and chair. Hide stuff maybe under the desk, maybe in the lamp or whatever. So here's just a little layout of my room. Again, it's gonna be a bit more complicated this video. This is only going to be part 1. There are going to be many parts, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you there. Here we go, there's the front door. Then we got all of our paintings, as I was saying. Great for hiding things behind. Got a little light as well as a beanbag chair. Again, you can hide stuff underneath. Also, this amazing little square contraption here, which is otherwise known as a rug, you can also hide things under it, which is perfect for my room. Now we have a little bed where we can hide keys or boxes under or in all of the blankets, stuffies, and pillows. Over here we got our curtains, hide stuff behind those. And over here, closet, again off bounds, not allowed to go in there because it's so messy. Now right here we got our chair, table, and lamp. Pretty simple, hide stuff under the chair, hide stuff in the lamp, or stuff like that. Anyway, this is my room. Now let's go set up the escape room and show you how it's done. Woo! Here we go, guys. We are now in the escape room. I will just let you guys look around a bit. Here we go. Okay, there we go. So, first, once you enter the door, right there, it's going to lock up behind you. Well, not really, but we're just going to pretend that. Then, first thing you're going to see is this note. I am sleepy. That is going to bring you up into the bed, where you're going to open this and you're going to find a little key right here. Okay, very easy. Just you need a roll of duct tape and your keys. Okay, so I am using my duct tape just to put it down right here. So then the keys have a bit of a little grip, so then they stay when I put the blanket right over top. The reason is if I put the key right here, it could either slide off or get lost in the bed, so whenever the player is looking for it, it's a lot easier. So then make your way down here to the beanbag chair. You are going to find a little box like this. And frankly, it's a green lock. Same with the key that we found in the bed. So, I'm gonna open this up, go make sure that the key stays with the lock, then open it up, and we're gonna find this piece of paper. Open it up, and let's see. Okay, guys, here we go. Next one is under the beanbag chair. Let's move that out of the way. We have this little lock box. I will show you quickly how to make them. So I just got this little wooden box from the dollar store. Just has a little latch. Obviously this you cannot lock. So I put 2 little eye pieces right there. So I can put a lock right through both of them. Okay, anyway, back to what we're doing. So we're going to open this up and we are going to put in this piece of paper. if you don't know what this is because it's in the next scene. So you guys will see what this is later, and I will show you how to make it. Okay, so we're just gonna fold this up. Perfect. Now, place it in, close it up, and again, as you saw by the bed, we had a little green key, just right here. Just borrow that from before. Gonna put our green lock on the box. Boom, it's all locked up. Here's the key for it before. Let's put this back on the bed of duct tape, and let's put that underneath that. There we go. Let's see if they can find it. Now, this is gonna lead us to this little chart right here on the wall. I'm going to grab this, place it on, and we're gonna see the combination 15, 28, and 9. Then, okay, here we go. Number 3. It is time for the third riddle. We need scissors, a ruler, and something to draw with. I'm just using black marker. Also, you just need 2 plain pieces of construction paper. Okay, so for our next riddle, number 4, we are going to be using a lock. Something that looks kind of like this. Now, the code to this lock is 15, 28, 9. So, we have to make this riddle right here tell us the code for this lock. 15, 28, 9. Okay. So first we're gonna grab one of our pieces of paper. We're gonna make it into the grid, just like this. Time lapse. Okay, so here we go. I just made like a little wonky grid, but I didn't take too much time on it, so that is fine. So again, we are going to grab our little lock, 15, 28, 9. Then, we're gonna write those numbers in different spots, so just like this. Okay, here we go, 15, 28, 9. Now, remember those numbers in those spots? Now we're gonna fill in all the other wonky squares with different numbers. Make sure that you do not do the same number twice, especially not the numbers to your combination. Okay, here we go. Hope I didn't miss any. Remember, 15, 28, 9. Hopefully none of them are the same. I'm gonna check over later, but this is fine for now. Now, we're going to take our other piece of construction paper, lay it over just like that. I suggest bringing it up to the light, kind of what I'm doing. Then, take your Sharpie and trace out the exact same square of where your correct numbers are. 15, 28, 9 in my case. Okay, again, here we go. We have all of our squares done. Bring this to the side, just the one with our squares. Now let's cut them out. Okay, here we go. Just finishing up. Bam. Now, we have all of them cut out. Okay, so remember, as I was talking about in the riddle number 2, this is the paper that we put in the little green lockbox. So, how this is gonna work is this, we're going to put up on the wall, as you might have seen. Now, once they get this, once they unlock the green box, they're gonna grab this. They're gonna put this down, and as you see, 15, 28, 9. again, once you put this down, line up all the edges, 15, 28, 9. There you go. Now, you might be asking, which one is it? 9, 28, 15? 15, 9, 28. Just to make it easier, I'm just gonna do 1, 2, and 3, so then they know just what order. Okay, there we go. This one is a lot harder than some of the other ones, but I hope they can figure out this riddle. With that combination, we're gonna make our way over to the corner behind the door, find this little pink box. Okay, so this has a little dial combination lock. Make sure that you guys know how to solve it before putting it in your escape room. Again, we're going to do 15, 28, and again 9. Boom, that is open. Once you have opened this, take the lock off, open it up, and you're gonna find these little papers. Scramble through them until you find the right combination, which is 6, 1, 3. So as I was saying, I'm just going to put number 4, which is going to be this little lock right here, which is 15, 28, 9, with this locked box up in the corner behind the door. Okay, so once this is locked up, they're gonna have to find the code to open it, which is on that orange piece of paper. So after that, before we lock it, we have to put something in it, obviously. So I have a couple of these papers. So for the next one, it is going to be a little tiny combination lock again, and the code is going to be 613. So I have all of the same kind of squares, just like this, but only one of them has the code on it. All the other ones are blank. Now, just to waste some time and have some fun, we're just gonna fold all of these up. Okay. Here we go. We got them all folded up. So now they'll have to search through all of these once they're in the box to find the right code. Luckily, I'm not that mean and I'm not writing fake combinations on each of them. Anyway, we're gonna close them up. Let's put the lock on it. Boom. And of course, make sure to put a piece of tape over this or scratch out the code before you obviously put it in your escape room. Here we go. We're just gonna place it in the corner right there, and let's see if they can find it, and if they get a little bit mad. Then we're gonna make our way over to the suitcase in the corner. Okay, here's the suitcase. Just gonna examine it a little bit. Then we notice this little combination lock. Okay, again, we are going to set it to 6, 1, and 3. Boom. Open that. Take this off, put it to the side. Then let's open up the suitcase. There we go. Now, obviously you see nothing, but don't worry, just check right in there. Then, this is gonna give us 3 parts to this big, long rod, which is going to lead to another part, what you will see in part 2. Here we go, on to number 5. Wait, 5, there we go. So, after they've gotten the code 613, which is going to open this little lock, which is going to be locking this little mini suitcase. Okay, so obviously we're gonna put something inside of it. Now this suitcase has 2 compartments here. I'm only gonna be putting 1 item. Okay, so this is a big rod. If you put it all together, it makes this big giant stick. So I just cut it up, make sure that they can all stick together so we can put it in the box. Okay, so for number 6, which is going to be in part 2 of how to make your own escape room, we are going to have to put all these pieces together to make a big long one. and I'm gonna hang a little bucket in the corner of my room, so you're gonna have to take this big stick, reach up to the top, and pull it down. Okay, so we got all of our pieces. I'm gonna put mine in the secret compartment right here. Okay, and to be honest, it's really not that secret, but yeah. So, we're going to close it up and then zip it up. There we go. Now, right here in the corner, these little things are gonna come together. They're gonna collide and make a little hoop for me. So then I can stick my lock right through, lock it up, mess up the combination, and now it is stuck. Okay, here we go. We are just gonna put that in the corner, and let's see if they can do it. Woo! I mean, let's just cut the part out. Okay, there we go. We made it through part 1 of how to make your own escape room. Perfect, there we go, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want part 2 to come out next Wednesday, just be excited. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video, and bye. And 9. Is 15, 28, 9. 15, 28, 9. 15, 28, 9. 15, 28, 9. 15, 28, 9. 15, 28, 9. 15, 28, 9. 15, 28, 9. 15, 28, and again 9. 15, 28, 9,